American broadcast journalist, novelist, and television personality Robin Roberts is well known for her remarkable career and steadfast fortitude. Roberts, best known for co-anchoring Good Morning America, GMA, has grown to be a respected and well-liked personality in American media. Throughout her decades-long career, she has garnered recognition for her astute journalistic abilities and bravery when confronted with personal obstacles. Roberts' love of athletics and broadcasting started at a young age. She was born in Tuskegee, Alabama, and grew up in Pass Christian, Mississippi. Before beginning a journalistic career that ultimately brought her to ESPN, where she established herself as a sports anchor, she participated in collegiate basketball and tennis. When Roberts joined Good Morning America in 2005, she played a vital role in the group that made the show the top morning show. In addition to her career accomplishments, Roberts is renowned for her inspirational life story. She has openly fought against breast cancer and myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, utilizing her experiences to inspire and raise awareness for millions of people. Through her campaigning, publications, and profession, Robin Roberts continues to inspire, uplift, and provide hope to people throughout the globe. Birth and early life. On November 23, 1960, in Tuskegee, Alabama, Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts and Lucy Marion Roberts welcomed Robin. Born and raised in the small Mississippi town of Pass Christian, Roberts was instilled with hard work, discipline, and perseverance at a young age. Her father was an African-American fighter pilot who served in World War II and was known as a Tuskegee Airman. She became quite interested in sports as a youngster and played tennis and basketball at an early age. A competitive athlete, she was renowned for her vigor and determination on and off the court. Roberts was a standout student and athlete at Pass Christian High School, where she was named the class salutatorian in 1979. After her athletic accomplishments earned her a college scholarship offer, she finally received a tennis scholarship to Southeastern Louisiana University. Roberts was devoted to her studies, future profession, and athletic ability. She started her career in journalism after earning a communications degree from college in 1983. She first worked for local news stations before joining ESPN and Good Morning America. The groundwork for an innovative career in broadcast journalism was established during these formative years. Before the fame, Robin Roberts was a young girl with lofty aspirations before she became famous, beautiful, and an anchor of one of the most recognizable news shows, Good Morning America. She was born on November 23, 1960, in Tuskegee, Alabama. She grew up in Pass Christian, Mississippi, a tiny town on the Gulf Coast where family and athletics were integral parts of daily life. Roberts, who grew up in this close-knit neighborhood, fell in love with sports early on, especially basketball and tennis, and soon had a reputation for being fiercely competitive. Her enthusiasm and determination were palpable on the field and in other facets of her life. Despite her success in athletics, Robin never undervalued her education. Her devotion to academics was as intense as her enthusiasm for sports. She juggled academics and athletics at Pass Christian High School, finally graduating in 1979 as her class's salutatorian. This early infusion of academic and physical prowess paved the way for an outstanding career. Her early life in this little town taught her the virtues of perseverance, discipline, and tenacity, which helped to develop her ideals and work ethic. She would go on to break down barriers in broadcast journalism and become one of the most admired and adored characters in American media, so these traits would serve her well in the years to come. Her unexpected decisions. Following high school, Robin Roberts took several unanticipated choices that influenced her future and college career. Her athletic ability first earned her a scholarship to play basketball at Louisiana State University, LSU. However, after seeing the LSU campus, Roberts thought that the atmosphere was too much for her and that there were better places for her. She chose to look into other choices as she needed to connect with the big school and busy culture. Roberts was leaving work one day when she saw a billboard for a lesser university, Southeastern Louisiana University. She made the spontaneous decision to visit and look around the campus. The visit proved to be a life-changing event. She decided to enroll there instead since she was instantly captivated by the school and its more private atmosphere. Roberts concentrated on her love of athletics at Southeastern Louisiana University, but she discovered that the sole scholarship offered was for tennis. Despite this, the institution assured her that she would get a scholarship for journalism after her last year, enabling her to follow her ambition of fusing broadcasting and athletics. Roberts was a standout tennis player at Southeastern and started preparing for a future in journalism, ultimately taking her to broadcast television. Joining the women's basketball team. Robin Roberts immediately established herself at Southeastern Louisiana University by joining the women's basketball team and starting. By the time she got to her last season, Roberts had cemented her position in the university's basketball history thanks to her unwavering dedication to the game and fierce competitive spirit. With 1,446 points and 1,034 rebounds, she concluded her career third on Southeastern's all-time scoring chart. Roberts joined an exclusive club of only 3 collegiate athletes who scored 1,000 points and pulled down 1,000 rebounds thanks to her outstanding performance there. In her incredible last season, she averaged 27.6 points per game, showcasing her brilliance and tenacity. Because she never backed down from a battle, Roberts was renowned on the court for her agility, grit, and persistence. On February 5, 2011, Southeastern Louisiana University retired her 21 jersey to appreciate her noteworthy accomplishments for the team. This esteemed recognition solidified her reputation as one of the university's finest athletes by highlighting her outstanding achievements and enduring influence on the basketball program. Receiving her bachelor's degree. In Robin Roberts' life, college was crucial in setting the foundation for her future accomplishments and profession. She earned a communications degree with honors from Southeastern Louisiana University in 1983 after success on the court and in the classroom. This significant event occurred soon after her older sister, Sally Ann, established herself as a prominent news anchor in New Orleans, further encouraging Robin to seek a career in media. Her athletic and academic achievements were noteworthy, but they still needed to fully characterize the woman who had become one of the nation's most renowned and recognized news anchors. She became the captivating, caring journalist we all grew to know and love because of the morals, tenacity, and grit she was raised with, as well as the significant impact of her family. In the cutthroat field of broadcast journalism, Robin stands out for her unique blend of life experiences, love of telling stories, and uncompromising dedication to her objectives. Her time in college was just the start of a journey that would see her shatter stereotypes and establish herself as an inspiration to budding journalists and anybody else dealing with difficulties in their personal or professional lives. Robin Roberts paved the way for success with perseverance and hard work, setting an example for future generations. Her father was a big influence. In particular, Robin Roberts' father, Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts, significantly influenced who she became. Colonel Roberts, a Tuskegee Airman and one of the few African-American fighter pilots in World War II, was renowned for his courage, devotion, and patriotism. His grit and tenacity profoundly impacted Robin. She modeled these traits for the rest of her life. Lucy Marion, Robin's mother, was also very important to her growth. A strong and resilient lady, Lucy Marion gave Robin a firm foundation with her knowledge and constant support. The principles that both parents taught Robin, discipline, faith, and determination, became pillars of her personality. These traits were shown in Robin's professional life and how she handled the difficulties she encountered in her personal life, such as her struggles with sickness. Her parents had an incalculable impact. They helped to mold Robin into a woman who could strike a balance between power and humility, as well as ambition and compassion. They instilled in her the values of faith and resiliency, which Robin would apply to all facets of her personal and professional life. Her siblings. With 2 sisters and an elder brother, Robin was the youngest of 4 children. She forged her path while growing up with them, gaining essential life lessons and a strong feeling of independence. With their unique experiences, Robin's siblings contributed to developing her personality by offering a foundation of love, support, and direction. The 3Ds, discipline, determination, and Delord, are what Robin referred to as her parents' main principles in a 2006 lecture at Abilene Christian University. These values played a significant role in Robin's upbringing and supported her throughout her life as she overcame obstacles in her personal and professional life. She thanked her parents for teaching her the resilience and work ethic that helped her succeed. The combination of these principles, discipline, tenacity, and faith, formed the basis for the woman, Robin Williams, to grow into a diligent, strong, and unwavering person who met hardship head-on and never faltered in her quest for greatness. Robin has exemplified these values throughout her career, using them as a roadmap to conquer personal challenges and excel in broadcast journalism. Her journey into journalism. Robin Roberts was committed and eager to take chances when she entered the world and set out to forge her way. She made several audacious and unorthodox choices that led her to pursue a career in broadcast journalism. After graduating from Southeastern Louisiana University in 1983, she found a full-time job as a news anchor in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, almost immediately. Even though it was a fantastic chance, Robin remained committed to becoming a sports journalist. Despite the potential news anchor gig, she accepted a weekend sports anchor job at WDAM in Hattiesburg. This was a crucial step in her career, even if it could have appeared less prestigious and paid a smaller income. The position helped her hone the abilities she would need for the next stage of her career and gave her practical experience in sports reporting. Thanks to this calculated risk, she eventually started on a focused and determined road toward her dream of working at ESPN. By choosing to start in a smaller market and make sacrifices, Robin demonstrated her dedication to her ambition. This action set the stage for the subsequent prosperous and distinguished career. A new opportunity. After barely 9 months at WDAM, Robin Roberts' ability and commitment were noticed by her bosses, who gave her a new position in the sports branch of the station. This was a turning point in her career since it allowed her to pursue her lifelong love of sports reporting. She relocated to Biloxi, Mississippi for her new position, where she spent almost 2.5 years developing her abilities as a sports reporter and anchor at WXVT. For Robin, everything started to come together during this period. Every action she performed was intentional and intended to further her career. She was positioning herself for bigger chances, whether it was honing her reporting abilities or getting recognition in the cutthroat field of sports media. She gained the expertise and confidence to take on increasingly important tasks throughout her formative time at WXVT. She showed her resolve with every job, and her efforts to establish herself as one of the leading broadcasters in the field started to bear fruit. Growth, ambition, and a continuous ascent toward her ultimate objectives characterized this part of her career. Preparing for ESPN. Robin Roberts made a significant professional move in 1986 when she started working as a sports anchor for Nashville's WSMV-TV. Thanks to this relocation, she could work in the broader market, which increased her exposure and stability. Nevertheless, Roberts believed the job didn't provide the drive or challenges she needed to advance in her profession, even with Nashville's prospects. She longed for a more exciting setting where she could refine her abilities in preparation for her dream job at ESPN. Roberts took another risk in 1988 when she moved to Atlanta, Georgia, to cover major professional teams like the Braves. This action changed everything by giving her priceless access to well-known sports reporting. Roberts gained the knowledge and reputation she needed to make a name for herself in the business by covering some of the most significant personalities in sports. She was sure the prominent publicity she received in Atlanta would be the ideal prelude to her lifelong ambition of working for ESPN. Her career significantly changed when she relocated to Atlanta, which paved the way for the subsequent breakthrough possibilities. Dream come true. When Robin Roberts joined ESPN as a SportsCenter anchor and NFL primetime contributor in 1990, her aspirations came true. This was the moment Roberts had been preparing for, and the network soon recognized her brilliance and diligence. Roberts demonstrated her abilities as a dynamic sports anchor at ESPN, where she gained a reputation for her professionalism and pleasant demeanor. She became a renowned sports media figure due to her work at NFL Primetime, which further cemented her reputation in the field. Due to her success at ESPN, Roberts was offered a position on Good Morning America, GMA, in 1995, which was an exciting new opportunity. This change from sports broadcasting to the journalism industry was a turning point in her career. Roberts' friendly, personable attitude as a co-anchor on GMA immediately struck a chord with viewers, establishing the groundwork for her to become one of the most adored and trusted broadcast journalists in America. She demonstrated flexibility throughout her tenure at GMA, effortlessly switching between human interest and hard-hitting news segments. Roberts gained notoriety over the years and emerged as a pivotal character in morning television, respected for her sincerity, tenacity, and dedication to her work. Good Morning America. As a correspondent for ESPN in the early 1990s, Robin Roberts contributed her warm and upbeat personality to Good Morning America, GMA, during her guest appearances. Roberts was promoted to full-time co-anchor in 2005 due to her outstanding efforts. She was a fantastic match for the morning program because of her extensive journalistic expertise and innate ability to connect with viewers. GMA's strength and chemistry increased with adding Diane Sawyer and then George Stephanopoulos to anchor the team, which helped the program reach new heights. For the first time in the show's history, GMA surpassed NBC's Today Show to take the top spot among morning shows in the U.S. under this new dynamic. Roberts swiftly established herself as a vital team member, and her kind and sincere demeanor contributed significantly to GMA's success. She became one of the most adored personalities in broadcast journalism because of her genuineness and relatability, which helped create a close bond with viewers. Roberts had a reputation for being a superb journalist throughout her tenure at GMA, and she showed her grit, particularly in the face of health difficulties. Millions of people found inspiration in her story, solidifying her status as a respected and well-liked personality on American television. Her health challenges. When Robin Roberts received a breast cancer diagnosis in 2007, it was her first significant health issue. The prognosis took aback her family, friends, and the whole globe. But Roberts faced the fight with incredible bravery, choosing chemotherapy and sharing her story candidly with her Good Morning America audience. By overcoming the illness and openly sharing her experience, she gave others courage and hope, inspiring many. She successfully beat cancer thanks to her perseverance, but regrettably, the therapy caused further issues. In 2012, Roberts received a diagnosis of myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, a severe and uncommon blood condition brought on by chemotherapy. Roberts decided to temporarily leave her position at GMA in August 2012 to prioritize her health. She showed great fortitude while she was away by disclosing her condition and the need for bone marrow donation in public. This openness spurred a nationwide dialogue about MDS and its effects. After Roberts revealed her personal experience, Be the Match, a charity that oversees the bone marrow registry, reported an 1,800% rise in prospective donors, demonstrating the remarkable spike in donor registrations that resulted from Roberts' candor. She increased awareness and motivated hundreds more people to donate bone marrow by being open about her suffering. Bone marrow transplant. Sally Ann Roberts, Robin Roberts' sister, was the donor for the life-saving bone marrow transplant that Robin received in September 2012. Roberts gave her audience a front-row seat to her medical journey by continuing to let them into her personal life despite the seriousness of her condition. She gave precise knowledge regarding bone marrow transplants and the significance of donors by sharing her experiences with chemotherapy and the transplant procedure. In addition to educating the world about a little-known medical condition, her openness inspired many others to think about donating their organs, thereby saving lives. When Roberts returned to Good Morning America in 2013, her co-workers and devoted fans welcomed her with unwavering excitement and emotional support, demonstrating her strength and fortitude. Not only did Roberts celebrate her return, but so did the many others who had followed her path. Roberts cemented her status as a cherished and reliable voice on American television by converting her personal and professional struggles into a stirring story of optimism. Because it exemplifies the resilience, altruism, and tenacity of the human spirit, her narrative has become a timeless source of inspiration. No rose without thorns. According to the adage, there is no rose without thorns, and for Robin Roberts, those thorns were severe health issues. She confronted these difficulties head-on, exhibiting an unwavering fortitude that enabled her to thrive under hardship. Her experience was a metaphor for bravery, tenacity, and the strength to accept vulnerability in adversity. Roberts returned to Good Morning America on February 20, 2013, after a long and difficult struggle with myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, a rare bone marrow illness brought on by her prior cancer treatments. In addition to being a time of shared happiness and passion with her GMA family and the millions of people who had followed her journey, her appearance was a personal triumph. "I have been waiting 174 days to say this. Good morning, America," was the first thing she said upon her return, and it was greeted with a fantastic amount of joy and support. With 6.11 million people, GMA reached its most incredible viewership since the 2012 presidential election, making the day a landmark in television history. This occasion was more than simply a broadcast. It celebrated Roberts' fortitude, her audience's love, and the strength of tenacity. Through Roberts' tale, numerous others have been motivated to confront their challenges with optimism and fortitude. Bring hope and awareness. Many people were inspired, raised awareness, and given hope when Roberts decided to discuss her struggle with myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, openly. In addition to providing viewers with a close-up glimpse of her battle, she encouraged thousands of others to sign up as bone marrow donors by letting cameras follow her treatment. Her honesty on the value of donations significantly increased awareness of a sometimes overlooked topic. Roberts received the 2012 Peabody Award in honor of her persistence and tenacity, with a committee praising her efforts to raise awareness of the critical need for bone marrow donors. Her courage in opening up to the public about such a private experience inspired a new generation of donors and sparked change. At the 2013 ESPY Awards, Roberts was given the esteemed ESPN Arthur Ashe Courage Award, which further cemented her legend. This award honors her for overcoming hardship and her commitment to utilize her position to assist others. In 2019, she received the NBA's Sager Strong Award, which honors her activism, bravery, and strength. The award is named after renowned sports writer Craig Sager. Roberts' impact goes far beyond journalism. She has emerged as a ray of hope, proving that even under the most dire circumstances, action, compassion, and resiliency can bring about long-lasting change. Her professional excellence. Beyond her victories, Robin Roberts maintained her stellar career, solidifying her status as one of the most significant personalities in broadcast journalism. She was adored both on and off screen, where her influence became even more profound thanks to her unwavering will and extraordinary skill as an anchor. Roberts broadened her influence by starting Rockin' Robin Productions, an independent production business devoted to making significant, impacting projects, in addition to her work on Good Morning America. Roberts created several impactful documentaries and specials via this firm. Robin Roberts presents Mahalia, an Emmy-nominated biography about the renowned gospel singer Mahalia Jackson, was one of the most noteworthy undertakings. The movie demonstrated Roberts' talent for making gripping tales come to life and cemented her reputation as a storyteller outside the newsroom. Tuskegee Airmen, Legacy of Courage, a documentary very dear to Roberts, was another noteworthy endeavor. In addition to being a professional triumph, the film honored the courageous soldiers of the Tuskegee Airmen, a group of African-American pilots who flew during World War II. Roberts' father, Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts, was one of these trailblazing pilots. Through these initiatives, Roberts has persisted in inspiring and educating people, sharing essential tales, and leaving a lasting legacy. Expanding her on-screen presence. With the debut of Turning the Tables with Robin Roberts in 2021, Robin Roberts further enhanced her already remarkable on-screen persona. She spoke with celebrities about their tragedy and development in this Disney Plus miniseries. Roberts was able to go further into more personal and meaningful issues in this series, demonstrating her flexibility and capacity for deep human connection. She also hosted Jeopardy! In addition to this endeavor, extending her reach to new audiences and showcasing her versatility. Roberts also had the privilege of doing a noteworthy interview with former President Obama on Good Morning America that year, demonstrating her ongoing significance in discussions about politics and culture. Her reputation as a reliable and significant personality in broadcast journalism has been cemented by her ability to handle various subjects from the political to the personal, and her unwavering dedication to producing compelling stories. Roberts' work strikes a deep chord with her audience because of her on-screen interviews, support of important causes, and commitment to addressing complex, sensitive themes. She is one of the most admired and influential journalists of her time because she has continuously utilized her position to uplift and inspire others. Through these endeavors, she continues to be a potent voice for development, empathy, and narrative. Basketball year: what it's like to be a woman pro. Apart from her achievements on television, Roberts has achieved recognition as a prolific writer. When she first started writing, she concentrated on sports, injury prevention, and gender in athletics. Her commitment to young athletes was emphasized in books like Sports Injuries, How to Avoid or Cope, 2001, and Basketball Year: What It's Like to Be a Woman Pro, 2000. Roberts' work changed to focus on themes of perseverance and personal development as her life and profession changed. She shared her broadcasting experience and success concepts in her 2007 book, From the Heart: 7 Rules to Live By. She added 8 Rules to Live By, 2008, to the book after overcoming breast cancer. Everybody's Got Something, 2015, her book, explores her struggles, such as her battle with cancer and the death of her mother. It emphasizes how crucial friends, family, and religion are to overcome hardship. Symbol of hope, perseverance, and inspiration. Robin Roberts is now more than just a well-known journalist and TV personality. She symbolizes inspiration, optimism, and tenacity. Her ability to transform personal struggles into inspirational words has left a lasting impression on readers and spectators. Roberts is a living example of perseverance, self-discovery, and the ability of narrative to effect long-lasting change via her work in print, film, and other media. In 2011, Robin Roberts published Bedtime Bear's Big Surprise, her foray into children's fiction. This illustrated book encourages children to exhibit pro-social traits like compassion and friendliness. Roberts recently offered inspirational words and helpful advice based on her experiences in Brighter by the Day: Waking Up to New Hopes and Dreams, 2022. Roberts shares her tale through these publications and encourages readers to discover happiness and purpose in their lives. Her accolades. Her perseverance and commitment are well known. She was inducted into the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame in 2016, won the Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism in 2014, and was honored with the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the 2013 ESPYs. These honors highlight her capacity to turn personal hardships into motivational speeches that profoundly impact readers and spectators. Roberts has received recognition for her accomplishments as an athlete and writer throughout her career. Her coverage of women's basketball earned her her first WBCA Me Greenberg Media Award in 2001. She received the Billie Jean King Contribution Award in 2004 and the WNBA's Inspiration Award in 2008 in recognition of her efforts to help young athletes. In 2012, she was also admitted to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence. Roberts has received praise for her impact and honesty as a journalist. For her innovative contributions to sports journalism, she was inducted into the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame in 2016 and won the Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism in 2014. In addition to her work on television, Roberts was appointed an honorary Harlem Globetrotter in 2015, making her the 10th person to get this distinction. She also received the 2018 National Association of Broadcasters Distinguished Service Award and the Radio Television Digital News Foundation's Lifetime Achievement Award. The NBA recognized her bravery and tenacity in 2019 by giving her the Sager Strong Award. Also in that year, the U.S., in an unusual homage to Roberts, the women's national soccer team honored her as an inspiration by having goalie Alyssa Nair wear a jersey with Roberts' name on it during a game. 20th anniversary with Good Morning America. In April 2019, Robin Roberts celebrated her 20th anniversary with Good Morning America, marking a significant milestone in her career. Her remarkable trip was commemorated with a plaque in Times Square, which is evidence of her enormous influence on the program and her relationship with millions of spectators. With recent honors like being included on the Out 100 list in 2023 and winning the coveted Poynter Medal for Life Achievement in Journalism in 2024, Roberts' commitment and impact are still acknowledged. These accolades reflect her career achievements and the passion, hope, and perseverance she instills in every facet of her life and career. Throughout her career, Roberts has emerged as a representation of tenacity, using her experiences, both setbacks and victories, to convey inspirational words of tenacity. People throughout the globe are still motivated by her courage, honesty, and unflinching optimism. She has turned hardship into a chance for herself and her audience to develop and heal. This is the genuine tale of Robin Roberts, a woman who made a lasting impression on broadcast journalism and beyond, with her bravery and leadership, which are as radiant as her heart.